Alright, now that I got some memory on the phone, we can start this over. My name's Kyle, targeted individual, have been for many years, but just recently found out. Not gonna go into the whole details or whatever, but it's this crazy program and there's just so many different angles and a lot to it. Um, Something I just want to add about the remote neural mind control, mind hopping, and I mean, it's a new way of human trafficking, if you ask me. But I know it is real. I've worked with a bunch of guys that were fucked off on it, and my brother-in-law, pretty much my brother-in-law, one night drunk partying with him, actually had the helmet on and gave her a whirl, and it made him sick. Called it the Viking War Helmet Octopus because it looked like a old Viking war helmet with octopus tentacles or whatever on it. Um, and like I said, I'm not gonna go into detail, but it's fucking real. It 100% is real. Um, what I want to show everybody tonight is just some things that organized crime, gang stalkers, cartels, mafias, governments, neighbors, whoever, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, it don't matter, right? You're gang stalking. This is a gas tank off of a 2021 Honda motocross bike, race bike. Um, this is a titanium tank. It's $750 to replace it. Um, Honda's very well known for their welds, as you could tell. That's definitely very nice welds by Honda robot, right? I weigh 135 pounds. I weighed 190 last year this time. Didn't change a fucking thing in my diet at all, besides healthier, honestly. Um, what I believe here is the seat mounts off of a 21. But what the tank is, not quite sure. Um, Titanium, you have to TIG weld, and it's a bitch. It takes a lot of time and a lot of skill, really. Um, Whoever did this they really hacked it up pretty good. I know it was at a so-called friend Michael Newman's for about 2 weeks. Right in the beginning, when I found everything out, I wanted to get rid of it over at his house so it wouldn't get fucked up. I trusted him, but that's if you're a TI and you know you're a TI, I guess that's one thing that you already know is you can't trust nobody, not even your family. Anyway, I'm not quite sure what they have welded in here. I really don't. I was honestly hoping that this thing would be in possession of the FBI or whoever by now, but it's not. It's not looking like it's gonna. But one thing about titanium is when you get it to a certain temperature, it gets blued, pretty blue like that. Now, one thing is it stays that color. There's no bringing it back. Okay, once it's blue, you don't come back. Now, as you see, I barely hit that with the Dremel, and they come right off, right? So, I mean, that clearly tells me that it's not 100% titanium. See that in there? What they got on there, I don't know. Um, but I know it's dipped in something. Um, what I think is thallium, which is a very toxic heavy metal. Yeah, OKN. Old King Nation is what I can think of. Biker gang. Bunch of guys out of Alabama. Old school Chris. His buddies Terry and Sarge and whatever. That's what I think anyway. Who knows? See how you got nice weld. Nice pedal, nice pedal. And then you get here, it's gone, you know. Titanium is soft, but you can polish on it a little bit. It's not that soft, you know. But thallium is water soluble, so I've been dunking this thing in a 5 gallon pail for days at a time, and it does get some stuff off of it and brings a weird scaly, weird substance to the top of it. But anyway, like I said, I just wanted to show you guys that. $750 that I don't have. So here in Central Florida, I live in a retirement community, 55 and up. kind of a upper class one, I guess you'd say. Um, what these real estate agents do is they set this shit up years in advance, right? My grandmother's been a TI for over 20 years. She just hasn't known it. She doesn't know it. I just can't break it to her, you know. 87 years old. She gets peacocked and fucked with daily. You know, our neighbor across the street keeps spraying our mail, right? It's like some sleeping potion or whatever. But anyway, so our house is sinking, right? I got a digital level. I measure it almost every day. See how much fall is falling. Where I'm at right now is behind the guest bathtub. Our house is poured on a slab, right? And it's finished pretty tight up to like all the plumbing except for right here. As you can see, somebody come in here and busted it all to hell, right? Now, when your house is sinking and you keep having neighbors show up, I'll walk by and make comments like, "Oh, what are you doing? Looking for a water leak? Looking for a water leak? Oh, you must have a water leak, huh?" I mean, it don't take too much to figure out that they did something to give you a water leak, right? Well, when you get shit in the mail for water line protection program to people that aren't even a real fucking person, you know, that's my dad's handwriting, fucking water report. Back to you can't even trust your family. But anyway, and another thing is the air conditioning. If you're new to the whole gang stalking situation, air conditioning systems are like they're in love with, right? With ours, this is the A coil. Well, half an A coil. That was in there. See how rusted up it is? And see how green the copper is, right? It's almost like the witch in The Wizard of Oz. Never seen anything like that before. Plus they got it plumbed in wrong. Okay. So they come in and did a bunch of shit outside, swapped a bunch of shit around, and they had it set up so that the air conditioning unit would have to work too hard, right? And it would start to freeze up inside of the furnace, the air handler. It'd start to freeze up in here, right? It would slowly defrost. How green that is. Well, it would fall right down, right on top of right there. Right now, right there is the copper line that goes under the garage floor and outside to the outside unit. And it would slowly fill that up with water. And then on top of every time you use the bathtub in that one bathroom, the water goes underneath the house instead of through the plumbing, where it's supposed to go. So, and when you got just tons of them walking by with their dogs and making their comments, and got their watches. Watches is what is a big thing too. They use the watches to hack you. What we got here is a stud, wall stud, that I got off of the wall right there. This house was built brand new, 24 years ago. Okay, you can see up there, number 2 Austrian Spar. It's a pine, right? Non-pressure treated, kiln dried, right? Kiln dried. It's just dry. It's been in a garage its whole life, for 24 years at least. 98 the house was built, right? So this thing should be drier than a popcorn fart in August. So when you start to figure out that you're being fucked with hardcore, and you start just dissecting everything, because that's what your life consists of, survival and trying to figure shit out. Not that anybody's gonna do anything or help you, but still you just can't stop, you know? It's like crack. You just gotta keep digging, keep hunting. Now I've done this a couple times, in a smaller 2x4 from the same spot. Oh, it just starts popping. Looks like it's got gunpowder in it, right? So, I don't know if we'll get to the whole thing just because it's pretty boring, but the shit don't catch on fire, okay? It ends up burning a hole about the size of a nickel right through the middle of the board, okay? Now where I come from, pine that's 24 years old and it's been that dry, it fucking burns. You don't just blow a hole in the middle of it, okay? Now, after you heat it up, I mean, we'll let it go for a little bit here. But yeah, pine snaps and pops like that. You know, that's kind of normal. But then again, it's kind of not, really, I think. Something else to look at is how black it gets. The soot and everything is black. And you notice there's no smoke, right? For as black as it is, there's no smoke. Okay, that's another odd thing. So, metallic. This is a big thing with this whole fuckery. That and like, roll and shit like that, like movie blankets. I'll show you these for videos over. Felt, as I meant to say, felt. Felt is really, really, really part of this whole fucking fuckery too. How, I don't know. But when I bought my brand new Honda a couple years ago, I had the guys at the dealer who are game stalkers up in Georgia. I said I wanted to keep everything, every nut, bolt, package, wrapper, tape, everything that it comes with, you know, crate, and they did. You know what they put in there? A little chunk, about 6 inches by 6 inches, that goddamn felt. Right? You know, learning and listening to other people's stories and everything, and knowing a lot of like black magic and curses and hexes and shit are involved in the shit. I guess. The felt has a lot to do with like gold or something somehow. I don't know. You know, I haven't figured out everything. But I do know that they want to kill you. They want to ruin your fucking life, every aspect of it. They turn your family against you. My mom has a life insurance policy on me. Because if somebody has a life insurance policy on you and you're not dead, you can, there's a couple different websites that you can get on, and you'll tell them, you know, who has life insurance policy on you. You know, I'm a 40 single year old man, not married. You know, and my mom has life insurance policy on me. Well, come to find out a lot about this gang stalking is they actually like team up and get life insurance on you. Because the whole part is, you know, get you to kill yourself or, you know, you die in the end, right? And that's where the life insurance policy comes. And it's such a well-lubed and foretrained plan, you know, it's very easy because, I mean, everything that we go through and try to prove and say that we're going through is very hard to prove to the normal public, you know. Very hard to get evidence and everything. And these people, you know, Andersons, Moores, Williams, I mean, Kings, there's just so many names. Anderson and Moore is a very big one, with the whole camper and holograms and blah, blah, blah. Veterans Army, you know, it's a terrorist organization. Down here in Florida, you know, they use the Punisher skull and the American flag. They're using the American flag to represent a domestic terrorist cell. That's no lie. Even the Canadians So, anyway, they take a life insurance policy plan out on you, and then once they get rid of you, they cash out. And you have to do it for a long time. Long time. A lot of families are involved. Like, our family used to go motorcycle racing. Some families go to deer camp or go to the cabin for the weekend. Some families travel around the country and go game stalking. Stay at hotels for cheap and houses and um, whatever that freaking, I don't even know it, whatever the hell it is. You rent a house for a week or whatever, timeshare bullshit. But anyway, it's huge, man. I mean, it's everywhere. It's worldwide, I guess, and there's a lot to it. It's just like government, it's crime. I mean, I'm up in here. I'm saying it's 50-50 damn near, but a lot of drones and water tampering. I mean, they come in and redid. We went racing one weekend. They come in and redid the whole ceiling, the whole knockdown in our ceiling with some sort of shit that's got a bunch of crystals in it. They come in and redid the whole plumbing system. Well, not the whole plumbing system, but like 75% of it for the sprinklers. All new pipe. Even got Sharpie on the zones still. In Florida, that sprinkler system's 23 years old. Never had any pipes replaced, just heads. There's no tracer wire for our water coming into our meter. You call Public Works and they treat you like an asshole and act all weird and shit. I got a video of that. It's huge. It's a huge criminal bullshit. Fucking modern day fucking mob. Terrorist cell, man. I mean, your neighbors sprinkle this shit in front of your house every day and walk your dogs and down to one neighbor's, right on the corner, they got a pipe set up through a sprinkler, I believe. I've seen them getting in it, and they put something in it, and I believe it's connected to our water line. So every time they go down there and walk their dog, the dog takes a poop, and they put some poison in our fucking water. Our food, pop, everything from the store is just straight fuck. My grandma's got a 2015 Toyota RAV4. It's fucking ruined because of these cocksuckers. They end up making me buy a truck that's fucked up, set up for disaster, but I had to quit driving it because the fucker caught on fire. Fucking pricks. And I'm a mechanic. I mean, when they say that this program or whatever is designed to take everything from you, family, everything you own, your life, your job, your finances, your home, your fucking soul. It's true. It is fucking true. The only thing you could do is keep fighting though, I guess. Even when you have nothing, fight to the last breath. As long as it's not putting other people, innocent people, in danger, But there's so many people involved in this bullshit here in Central Florida. It's fucking just fuck. Can't trust nobody. Everybody in my life down here in the last 4 years has been fake. It's all been fucking orchestrated and premeditated, and it's slowly fucking killing me. That's how I do it, slowly. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep fucking with the torch, but I think you can get my drift. Oh, there's a little smoke. I don't have the board with me. I left it at somebody's house earlier, so I was showing them, but it's all the way through the whole board, right? So, you got a 2x4 stud that the house is fucking made out of and won't catch on fire, and it's full of fucking metallic sparkly bullshit. Super dark. Whatever you want to call it, fucking char or whatever. Something else I'm going to show you. This is how I know my grandma bought this house fucked up. But I mean, they might have been able to put the shit in here, topped it, but because shit's been weird. The concrete floor, if you look closely, it's It's got a lot of little stone in it. Right? Now I've been wire wheeling it, trying to get it down and getting that black shit off there, get to the actual floor, see how crystally it is. Watch what happens. This is the dust. Yeah, it's like a sparkler. Oh yeah. And they brought in a bunch of sod, new sod. And when I'm out there digging in the yard, digging for the truth, when I get to this certain sod, because they didn't do the whole yard, just sections that they had to, but I have to go inside and get in the shower right away because it burns so bad. It's some sort of fucking toxic fucking dirt that they put in the sod. Wake up in the morning and the whole yard is sopping wet with some weird dew, but yet the neighbors isn't, right? Something to do with making its own biofuel or something. That the bentonite clay that's putting blocks in the yard, like all perfect and shit. Like, come on, man. But yeah, look at all them stone. See all the shiny. It's not normal. I've poured concrete for too many years. I bought my truck. Like the first time my dad seen it, he autographed it. FF. FSUF. 518 was the date, right? Because the whole thing with this whole gang stalking is they have to put their signature on everything, you know. That they got to be cocky and say something, and like they'll give you clues if you pay attention. They'll give you clues, you know, because they think that you have no idea, and they think it's funny, right? That's how I knew about Alaska for sure, and the slab and the um, shit being moved out there. They would tell me in their own cockiness, thinking it's funny. So anyway, 24 years old, folks. I'm gonna turn up the heat on this one. Oh, and another reason I know my family's involved in it is all this shit that I brought to their attention. I got a lot more, lot fucking more, and they just don't care and play devil's advocate and do everything they can to steer you away and do nothing to solve it. You know, it's like they don't care. They're gonna keep it a secret and let the house make its own sinkhole and kill us. But 24 years, this thing is dry. Okay, it gets hot in this garage, and the roof don't leak, and it don't catch on fire. Okay, see how black that is? May God have mercy on their souls. May God bring justice, because that's the only way it's going to happen. It's too corrupt. Too many people's fingers in the till. Too many people on the payroll. Too many people hiding secrets. Another thing you guys could do that helps is have a couple burner phones. Like I got these just cheap straight talk phones, or track phones, um, and run like 3 different Google accounts on the same phone, and then like on the other phone, because it's hard to juggle it, I think. And during like a good rainstorm, thunderstorm, it does something to where I don't know, like you can actually get to the real internet for a couple minutes. It's weird. Um, but yeah, it sucks, the isolation and not having any communication with the outside world, and the feeling of it's you versus everybody. It makes it hard, but just keep fighting. Even when your family turns against you and you have nothing, no money, no food, no vehicle, I mean nothing. And they stand their ground and keep hold of their secret from selling their soul to the devil. It makes it hard. I know why people kill themselves every day because of this shit. So, keep your head on straight, keep fighting, pay attention, don't trust anybody, and don't be afraid to look from outside of the box. And what seems to be super abnormal and couldn't be true no fucking way, no how, it probably is. Don't get any wood from Georgia. Have a good one, folks. Love you all. Be safe.